Okay, I don't know who did it, but someone's royally pissed off Wavespliter. Again, I don't know what they did. I don't know what we did. What did we do? But yeah, it's not happy. It's really fucking shit up right now. Let me show you. Right, so obviously, build time, by the way. Starting off with Wavespliter. If you don't know how this gun works already, basically it has 3 different modes that it switches to randomly, and those modes do different amounts of damage output. There's a low damage output mode, and then a mid, and then a high damage output mode. Again, they switch randomly every like 5 seconds, yada yada, but when you pick up an orb of power, firstly, it grants you an automatic reload, that's very nice, and then secondly, it goes to the max damage beam plus a damage bonus on top, which absolutely obliterates anything that you're currently shooting at. So very nice gun in general. And then we're going to start off with the subclass first. For Warlock, we're going to have suppressing grenades. Those aren't exactly important, but you'll see. And then for the aspects, charge the old gods and feed the void. This isn't really for the actual aspects itself, but more for the fragment slots, because the build focuses around the gun, not really the abilities. Anyway, for the fragments, echo starvation. So we get Devour upon picking up an orb, and then Echo Persistence, so the Devour lasts longer, and then Reprise, I don't know how the fuck you say that. This will give us a shit ton of super energy is always nice, and then Demiring, so our suppression grenade reloads us and buffs us, which is very nice. This is the variable one, by the way. You can switch it out with whatever the fuck you want. Yeah, just go ham. You can go undermining if you want. You can go this shitty fucking thing if you want. You go with that. You don't need it, but you can go with it. Anyway, for the mods, we're gonna start off with Font of Might. This means when we pick up a Void Well, our Void weapons are gonna be buffed. Damage-wise, very nice mod. And then also on the helmet, keep this in mind, you have to have harmonic siphon. This means we'll spawn orbs of power with multi-kills on our Void weapons. Which is extremely important. You're really going to need that. If you don't have that, you're not using the build. Also, I'd highly recommend an ammo finder. This will help your ammo economy tenfold, trust me. Next off, we're going to go with a volatile flow. This is a volatile flow build. I'm sorry if you're already disappointed. I am. That's that. We're going to then have our elemental well generating mod. I'm going with elemental armaments, which means when I kill a lot of enemies with my void weapons, I eventually spawn in a void well, but you can also go with, elemental elements, well maker, or reaping well maker, depending on what you prefer. It's all about your choice. I would recommend elements though, because it's fun. Next off, we're gonna have 2. I'll just read out 2 even. We're gonna have high energy fire and taking charge. I'll explain this in a second, but first, brace rifle scavenger, very important again for your ammo economy. Please put that on, and also. Energy vampirism will be very nice for your suppression grenades, meaning you'll constantly get that suppression, as well as devouring depth, so you have a really strong super, because your devour will not run out, trust me. Anyway, the high energy fire and taking charge, this is because, common knowledge right now, but I'll explain it anyway. This is because while your super's full, you can't actually pick up orbs of power, which doesn't synergize with Wavesplitter's extra exotic perk. But by using high energy fire and taking charge, you will be able to pick up orbs of power after your super has been fully developed, meaning you can continuously use that perk forever and forever. But that's the whole reason for that. And then for the exotic, again, it's also quite variable. I'm using Mantle Battle Harmony, which means when I get a kill, while my super's not charged with a void weapon, I will get a chunk of super, and then while my super is charged, I will get a damage buff instead. Very nice. It's a very nice damage buff. The more damage buffs, the better. But you also can do that. You also can go with Veritys Brow or Nesarec Sin, depending on if you want a different type of build. If you want more grenades, either of the two works. If you want more abilities, Nesarec Sin. But other than that, I think Mantle Battle Harmony is the best one. I'd recommend that. You also are going to want a primary in case you run out of ammo. But that's not chosen. You can go with whatever the fuck you want. That's it for the Warlock build. If you want to see gameplay, it's on screen right now. Not on screen, but the timestamp is. But I'm actually going to switch over to Hunter, because this also works on Hunter. And it works on Titan, so give me a sec real quick. Here we are on Hunter. Basically everything's the exact same for the subclass, Vanishing Step and Starts Executioner, again because they give us the most fragments. The fragments are the exact fucking same, again, there is one variable, so that's why it's different. But yeah, the exact same fragments, yada yada yada, exact same gun. Your first 3 mods, or Font of Might, your Well Making mod and Volatile Flow are still going to be the same. However, Instead of the high energy fire build, we're going to have Bountiful Wells and Reaping Wellmaker. This is because we're going to be using Starry Scales, which inherently lets us pick up super orbs after the super, meaning there's no point for the high energy fire build. Also, it's just a good exotic. So yeah, Reaping Wellmaker and Bountiful Wells. And for Titan, for all the mods, it's going to be the exact same as Warlock, and then the fragments are also going to be the same, but for your aspects, you're going to want Control Demolition and Offensive Warlock again. For the aspects, you are 100% going to want Control Demolition though, because that will actually synergize with your build, so I would 100% recommend that. But for the exotic, there is no exotic on Titan that synergizes with this, so go with whatever the fuck you want. At least I don't think so. I'm not a Titan main. I actually have like 15 hours on my Titan versus like 500 hours on my Warlock, so if I'm wrong, please tell me. Anyway, that's it for the build. Have fun absolutely melting everything you see. I will show some gameplay. The gameplay does have a voiceover, so do not get confused that this is not the end of the video, because this is 100% the end of the video. But that's it. See ya. You don't even have to reload. It's just beautiful. Look at that. Look how fucking quick I just demolished these guys. Like, it doesn't even matter. And my finger is hurting from like tapping this so much. Actually want to look at the target up above it. Oh, good God. No, I think I'm gonna get the fuck out. Give me an orb. I appreciate the ammo, but I want the orb and the world. Goodbye. Annihilated. And that one. I'm gonna suppress you real quick and then keep going. Peace. Okay, that didn't do as much as I was hoping, but you know, it's still pretty good. Oh, you piece of shit. Ah! Fuck me! Shit, I'm gonna die. Oh, and I'm out of level. You die now? You just all be suppressed over there. No, too close. Okay. This is very chaotic and I'm almost out of ammo. I love overloads being stunned. It's my favorite thing.